on 2nd and 9. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, Alpha.
3rd and 2, now Hodges. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Hodges now. Got an open man, it's Washington. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Hodges on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Jackson on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Hodges. Complete to Washington. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Washington's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. The Steelers going for it with Hodges. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 64 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Here's Hodges looking to throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there, a 22. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Cut.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.
On 1st down, it's Connor. 20! But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion.